allow filming in City Hall here.
Oh, you don't? I didn't know that. Why don't you allow filming in City Hall?
It's just not really appropriate.
Ma'am, can you give me your name and badge before you leave?
Officer Nero, badge 30.
Oh, okay. There's two.
Nice to meet you. Chief of Police.
Chief of Police.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You seem
like
pretty.
the hat.
You seem pretty young. You like the hat, the We the People hat.
We the People.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool, right?
Our rights are.
How you doing?
Good. How are you, sir? I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story, which is why I have this right to know request here, and that's why I want to look at the budget. So I'm gonna go into the publicly accessible areas of the building and record. Okay. So I'm not gonna talk to anyone. I just want to record in the public areas, as is my right. Okay. Is there any type of like, I don't know what you handed them. Is there like a link?
So I mean, I'm assuming you're going to every floor.
Yeah,
which is fine. So I won't give you a pass. So I mean, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
just
building,
exactly. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just gonna take some quick pictures and video, and I'll get out of here. All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Can I help you with anything, sir?
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Who are you?
I'm Tom with Community and Economic Development.
Oh, okay. Hi, Tom.
What's
Nice
your
to meet
name?
you. I'm an independent journalist. I work for Long Island Audit, Inc.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just filming,
For what
Got-
purpose?
gathering content for my story.
A gallery concept for your story?
That's correct.
Okay, we don't allow filming in City Hall here.
Oh, you don't? I didn't know that. Why don't you allow filming in City Hall?
It's just not really appropriate.
It's not appropriate, but why wouldn't it be appropriate? I just want to better understand. Sorry.
Sure. No, I didn't get your name either.
Oh, I didn't give it, sir. I didn't give it.
Can I have your name?
No, sir. I'm not going to give my name today.
Okay, so you're not going to give your name,
I told you I was an independent journalist, and I told you the
and
company
you're
that I work
asking, and
for.
you're walking around filming City Hall,
That's exactly what I'm doing.
and you're not gonna. Okay, so it's like not really appropriate.
But what makes it inappropriate? There's cameras all over this building. What's the difference between your City Hall recording and me as a citizen journalist recording? There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
It's not appropriate to walk around City Hall and videotape everything.
But why wouldn't that be
Videotape
appropriate?
me as well. Like I'm not understanding why we're doing this.
Well, I'm videotaping you, Tom, because you came out and spoke. You wanted to speak with me, and I was already recording. I didn't come here specifically to record you anyway.
Okay.
But
so you're an independent journalist with Long Island what?
correct. Long Island Audit, Inc.
Long Island Audit
Inc. Correct, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, by the way. That's correct.
And what kind of story are you doing?
I don't want to divulge that until I publish it. Don't really want to get into the specifics of my story, but I will let you know I'm working on a story, so you don't think I'm just walking around for no reason, you know. So I didn't know that you didn't allow cameras in City Hall. I didn't see that sign here anywhere or anything like that.
Sure. Did you check in at the front desk like all visitors are requested to?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have your pass?
No, he didn't give me a pass. He told me I didn't need one. The security guard down there said I didn't need one because I wasn't going to a specific department. See, where I'm going through every floor and videotaping the floors and
Okay.
the offices inside the floors that are on the floors.
Okay. It's really not appropriate to do that. So I'm going to ask you to turn the camera off, and hoping you can respect that.
Well, I understand your request. I'm not going to comply with your request of turning the camera off just because I'm engaging in a constitutionally protected activity right now, and I'm just gathering content for my story. City Hall here, that's all.
Okay.
So, no ill will towards you or anybody here. Just gonna continue my recording, just like you guys. Y'all been recorded the whole time I've been up here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay if I take your picture as well, right?
I mean, you have it on your cameras here. Yeah, sure. I don't see what else it's gonna do for you, but that's fine.
I'm just trying to understand who's in our public buildings.
Yeah.
So
But again,
You're not
you
gonna
just
give
said
me
you
my
just said it,
name.
Tom. You just said it. It's a public building.
Sure.
Yeah.
And public property. There's lots of public properties, but there's still a reason that people need to identify themselves. We need to understand who's here, what the purpose is,
Well,
kind
respectfully,
of what's going on.
respectfully, Tom, how would my name? I can tell you my name is Benjamin Franklin, for example. You know, how would my name get you to feel less worried about what I'm doing here? Because you're obviously worried about me recording, and you say that it's not appropriate, and you know that you want me to stop. And you're saying because I'm not giving you your name, I don't understand what a name would do to make you feel better about me recording and exercising my constitutional rights and just gathering content for a story. Just in all fairness, how does the name help you out? I'm trying to bring the connection together. So
I'm trying to understand your constitutional rights.
yeah, no, freedom of press. If you need me to, I'm the press, not freedom of press. Yeah, exactly. So my name is really irrelevant. You know, it's not gonna, like I said, I could tell you any name in the world, and it's not gonna change your point of view of that you don't think I should be recording at City Hall. I understand you have maybe policies that say you can't record. I would love to see them if you have that.
Sure. We can find that. Sure.
Okay, I think that's fair if you let me see the policies. But until then, and even after then, to be honest with you, I'm not going to stop recording because a policy can't trump, you know, the right of freedom of press. This is, like you said, this is a public building.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you can record everywhere you want to.
Sure it does.
It's not what I don't think that's what freedom of press means.
Sure
I
it
don't think
does. I mean, I believe that's what it means, because you have the press take video all the time, gathering content. You're a public official. You work for the public in community and economic development, right? So what does community and economic development do, sir? Like as far as what services do you provide
I'm
to the
not
public?
here for an interview.
So why are you-
whatever your name is?
So why are you
I'm
here,
just trying
sir?
to understand why you're walking around and videotaping all of City Hall. Okay.
But
So,
a member of the public
does
is
it
asking
make-
you about your
We're not here
job.
for an interview, though.
So,
I'm here
but
to
you're
understand
trying
why
to
you're walking
but to be
around.
fair, you're trying to interview me. You're trying to
I'm
ask
just
me what I'm doing. You know,
Asking you a couple
I'm asking you what
questions
you're doing,
to find out.
and I can't ask you a
why
couple
you're
questions
here
either.
and what the purpose is.
And I've answered your questions, and you don't want to answer my questions. What is your purpose for economic development, sir?
I'm not here for an interview. I'm trying to understand.
Hold on,
Trying to understand
I want to
why
make
you're here.
sure. I want to make sure, Tom, that you know everything's all right over here. How you doing, officer?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
So, were you called for me?
I personally was not.
Oh, okay. Whose call is it then? So I'll talk to the responding officer.
Well, all of us are responding officers.
Okay. So can I get your name and badge number?
Sure can, it's right here.
I can't see that, ma'am.
Well, your crack camera can. So it'll be on
So
your
is it not your
recording.
policy to identify to? I don't
I'm
understand.
not arresting you.
What does that mean? It's just
It
common
means
courtesy.
I'm
It's
not
just
arresting you.
it's just common courtesy.
Okay.
Can
Common
I
courtesy?
get your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Bloods, bed 29.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Matthews 189.
189. Thank you. And I guess you're
You
just
got,
gonna.
you got another guy behind you too.
Okay.
Oh, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Right here.
Why do you always say right here? Why do police officers always say that?
It's public information, it's right there.
Can I have
Yeah.
your camera?
Recording it.
Captain. Okay. It's just it's just common courtesy to say it.
Okay.
That's all.
All right, well then if we want to exercise common courtesy, did you want to finish up your business and then calmly walk out?
How is that common courtesy? I'm peacefully conducting my business, ma'am.
Okay, what's your business on this floor?
Well, I don't
Is it
think I don't
finished?
have to explain that to you.
Actually, you do.
I don't, and I won't.
Actually, no. Okay, well then we're going to ask you to please leave.
Is that an order to leave?
I'm
I don't-
asking you to
there's a
please
difference between
leave.
asking me and ordering me to leave. That's a big.
Well, if you
as
don't
law
have any
enforcement
business
officer.
on this floor, then you need to leave.
Excuse me?
What's your business thing?
Oh, I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story, sir.
Okay. Well, there's no interviews to conduct here on this floor.
But who says that that I need to conduct interviews?
You said you're a journalist.
Yeah, journalists
And then
do.
how you collect information?
They do a lot more than just collect information, and that's all. I'm just gathering content. There's
Of of the marble floor?
There's a lot more than the marble floor, ma'am, here. I mean,
There is trash cans, you're right.
yeah. I mean, I think you're being very sarcastic and you're trying to escalate a situation. I would hope that you, from the moment you've gotten here, you didn't want to give me your name or badge number, and you've been very sarcastic. And as a member, you're here to protect and serve the public. I think that you should do a better job at that, to be honest with you.
Okay, thank you
Okay.
for your opinion.
And this is your boss here, the captain.
Correct.
So, are you okay with her behavior towards me, Captain?
She's asking you simple questions.
Yeah, but she's being sarcastic, sir, and I don't appreciate that.
Sarcasm. Just asking
This
questions.
should not be, an altercation where, this de-escalate. That's all. We could just have a conversation. I'm
I'm asking you, what is your business?
and I told you, Captain. I did tell you. I don't have to tell you my business, but I did.
Okay.
I did. I don't, because I'm trying to de-escalate it. So,
That's what I'm trying to do as well. So
Okay, great.
What are you doing the rest of the day?
so I'm gathering content for my story. Correct.
Okay.
So we have like a time, place, and manner. So restriction on exercising my rights. So the time, this is business hours. The place, this is a public building, and I'm in public hallways. And then the manner is peacefully. I'm
I'm
not
just trying to
screaming.
understand why are you just filming inside a government building that nothing is going on.
Well, nothing's going on to you. I'm just gathering content.
I'm just looking around.
Is there anything we can help you with?
No, sir. I appreciate that. I appreciate your offer.
Around, I see paintings on the walls.
Yeah, beautiful paintings. And there's different signs on the doors. And
Just trying to be curious what you think is going on.
no, I told you I'm gathering content. My content might not seem relevant to you, Captain,
Okay.
but for me and the people who view my content, it's very.
Can I ask what your story is going to be on? Because maybe I'll read it.
Yeah, no, the story, it'll be published, and then, if you have a card, I can shoot.
I don't have a card on me, no.
Oh, you don't have a card?
No.
Well, I would be able to shoot you the video if you gave me your email, but
Okay, I mean, I could write is it about like architecture? Is it about the way the government?
it's about City Hall. It's about City Hall, yeah,
Like-
in general.
Oh, just in general, like about the building? Or
Yeah, about the building, the
things
workers
working?
inside of it,
Okay,
stuff like that.
okay. Or,
I just want to see what's going on over here. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
All right, enjoy your filming.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, Captain. You guys have a great day.
You as well.
Ma'am, can you give me your name and badge before you leave?
Officer number badge 30.
Oh, okay. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you.
is there a specific thing you're writing your story about?
Basically, it's about, I'll tell you a little bit more about it if you want. So, it's basically about how the government employees interact with members of the press. So, like, for example, this officer over here, she didn't put on a good, you've been very cordial, and the captain, you've been very cordial. No, I understand that. But what I'm saying is that, as members of, you guys are public servants, you serve the public. So just to see, my story is basically, how do you treat the public when you come in contact with them? So, for example, your officer over here didn't treat me too nice. So now that will be seen by everybody.
Okay.
And that's how it works.
So you're filming for your report that you want to make, you're an
Independent journalist.
Okay,
That's
cool. So you
correct.
write like your own blog, or you submit to a magazine or something like that?
Correct, yeah,
Gotcha.
correct.
Can I
yeah.
have your name for my report so I can say I came here, spoke to you, you're doing independent journalism, and you're good?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to give my name. It's just part of what I do. I don't give my name out.
But now you're at an official police investigation where someone called me here to come here and I have to collect information. This way I can pass on and say that so-and-so is here, he's filming for his independent journalist, whatever you write. I don't know if you're writing a blog, like I said, or
Yeah.
a story, and then there you go. Now it's done, and I'm not ever going to be back to bother you.
Yeah, I just don't like my name in reports. See, I stay within the law, so unless you have reasonable articulable suspicion I've committed a crime, I don't provide my name. If you did have that, I would gladly provide you my name and date of birth, but I don't want to be in any report, to be honest with you.
Okay, but you're putting yourself in a public building, making to other people, I'm not saying that you are,
Yeah.
but to other people working here, you may be causing a scene which is not, you may be causing an alarm.
Okay.
Which, now we're getting to the point where you're causing an alarm or disturbance to a point where it becomes a criminal matter.
Yeah.
Not saying that you are,
Yeah.
but
Exactly.
that's
Well,
why I'm here now. So now it's an official police investigation.
You have to do an investigation, correct?
And here I am. So
But
my
it's my-
investigation would gather.
No,
my
but-
investigation would be I gather your information. You're here. I'm on my
So-
way. 'Cause I don't believe you're a threat to anything.
Okay. To be fair, Officer Blood, I just, I encourage you to conduct your investigation and do your job. I encourage that. me as a citizen, I'm not going to assist you in your investigation. So me providing my name, my date of birth, my address, or my ID, or anything of that nature would be me assisting you in your investigation. I have a Fifth Amendment right not to incriminate myself. So you said could be a possibility I'm creating a disturbance. I don't think I am. I know I'm not. I've been very cordial with everybody. I'm just peacefully exercising a constitutional right.
Fair enough.
So just respectfully, I wouldn't want to help you write your report. But you could put good citizen, unidentified, unknown in your report. I understand you have to write a report. I get that. But
Absolutely.
I get
I
that.
like to put down who I'm writing my report about.
Yeah. No, but you could just use like a pseudonym or something. I'm not gonna provide my name. Not gonna provide it.
So just man to man, it's fair that you know my name and everything, which I'm a public servant. My name's tattooed right on my chest here.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But
Exactly. Yeah.
to be cordial, you don't want to provide your name.
Yeah. No. It's just, again, just pesky Constitution. I'm just exercising my rights. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution, and I don't want to bother anybody
I'm not demanding
here.
your name. I'm just asking.
Yeah. No. If you were demanding my name, I would give it to you, and then
I'm not demanding your name.
Okay.
Not at all.
So. Exactly.
There'd be
So,
a difference if I was demanding, because then there'd be other things happening.
no, for sure. Because if you
It's not
demanded,
happening there.
if you demanded my ID, then and I gave you my ID, then you'd have to, have reasonable article of suspicion, and there's no
Very
stopping
aware.
ID. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I just figuring that if you're here working on a project to write your, I don't want to call it, I don't want to disrespect you and call it the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
No, it's fine. I'm not easily disrespected. I just don't want to. I just don't want you to think that I'm trying to. Because I could just sit here and record and not tell you anything, right? And not talk to you and say, hey, I can say, hey, listen, I'm just conducting my own business. I'd like to be left alone. Right now, we're in a consensual encounter, correct? So now that we're in a consensual encounter, I'm consenting to telling you I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. I even told one of the workers my business name. You can have it. You can have it too if you'd like.
Oh, you have an actual business?
Yeah, you have an actual business.
That'll
Yeah.
work as your name.
Sure. You can put down Long Island Audit Inc.
Long Island Audit Inc.
That's correct. Yeah.
Incorporated.
Yep.
Is that
It's a corporation.
that you just
I own it.
stories and stuff like that?
I own it, yeah.
Is that a website? That's
Well, yeah,
that's
you
what
can-
I'm just wondering.
Yeah. No, you
So,
can.
like, if I want to go read your story that
You
you
could-
wrote about City Hall, it's going to be on that?
Yeah, you could just Google Long Island Audit
Comes right up?
and you'll come right up to all my stories. Correct.
How
Yeah.
long have you been doing that?
Probably. Probably like 6 months. I've had the company. Yeah. Just my only employee.
Only your own employee?
Thank God, I don't want to have to pay anybody else.
You're your own boss, too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I make my own policies, and my policy is not to identify myself, just not because I have anything to hide. It's just exercising my rights. That's all. I don't want to be in a report
Absolutely,
if I don't have to.
do so.
Exactly.
Okay, but just so I just want to leave on a good note. The reason we were called is because there's employees here that the way you're filming and everything like that is not that it's wrong. And it just caused alarm to them because it's not an everyday thing where someone comes up here and does it. That's all. Not that you can't be up here, but it's just not. You're the first journalist that since I've been here who's come up and done that.
Okay.
That's why it made everyone else nervous, and that's why you get a response from us about that. But everything's
Yeah.
cool.
Well, yeah. As long as you can calm their nerves and make sure that because again, I believe that you guys have been very cordial, but just my personal opinion is, people's feelings shouldn't really matter to you guys because you guys aren't feelings enforcement. You guys are law
I
enforcement.
tell that to people every day.
Yeah. Right. Is it true? Like, hey, listen.
People have feelings and emotions, and that's why they call the police. And that's
Exactly.
why I have to explain.
And what you just did, right?
Exactly. That your feelings aren't the reason for this. If there's hard things happening, then I can discuss that with you. But
Exactly.
Everyone's allowed to feel something. I can't
Exactly, yeah.
dictate how you feel or how.
No, for sure. And I just see a lot of times, I do this a lot, and I've seen a lot of times where officers will want to, enforce feelings of other people. I'm feeling uncomfortable, and it's just not right because I'm doing what I just want to do and what I have the right to do, and I'm not cursing at anybody. I'm not screaming at anybody. I'm not following anybody. No,
you've been nothing but nice and calm here. I have come encounters with. I want to say people that do similar things that are not as nice.
Yeah,
like that.
they're like,
So,
hey.
thank you for doing that.
No problem.
All
No
right.
problem. For sure.
Have a good day.
I'm trying to bridge the gap, not further it.
I got you.
All right.
I got you.
Thanks, Captain.
No problem. Long Island's
Audit.
Audit. There you go. Long Island Audit. Good citizen. I like good citizen.
Are you from Long Island?
Yeah. Just in town, just looking. You got a beautiful little city here.
Thank you.
So just wanted
First
to check it
person
out.
today that's told me that the town is beautiful.
I think it's very beautiful.
Thank you.
Have a great day, guys. Stay safe. All right. All right, guys, so the police officers here in Allentown just left, did not violate our rights to film in public. Danbury, you should take notes. And we're gonna stay here for a little while longer, walk around a little bit, and we'll get out of here.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Full day out.
It's gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Hey, my name is Bill Lake.
Bill Lake? Oh,
Yep.
don't want to get you with the left.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Yep.
How you doing?
Mask straight.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything's good.
Yeah. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
And you are your title?
Oh, assistant chief.
Assistant chief.
Yeah.
I was just looking at all you guys' salary. Really cool. There's
Nice,
two.
yeah.
There's two assistant chiefs.
There's two. Yeah. Oops,
There's
sorry,
two.
sorry,
Nice to meet you.
Chief.
Chief of Police.
Chief of police.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You seem
like
pretty.
the hat.
You seem pretty young. You like the hat, the We the People hat.
We the People.
Yeah, right. It's
Absolutely.
pretty cool, right?
Our rights are the primary thing here, right?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I will say, as the chief of police, your officers did a great job. They're very cordial. I would say, as far as identifying themselves, I did have a little hiccup with this officer here who just decided to scream her name at me. But I mean, people act funny in front of a camera sometimes. So
I think cameras make people nervous sometimes.
yeah, I mean, we're always on camera. Look right behind the police chief, right over there.
Right. Under
Yeah, we're always on camera here, right?
Absolutely.
But yeah.
I think society, you got to count that you're on camera.
Yeah, at all times.
Every time.
Yeah, especially in public. I mean, you have an expectation of privacy in your home,
Sure.
but in public you have no expectation. That's why I can't say anything about your cameras here, because I'm in public.
Yeah.
But I just like to document every city I go to and appreciate
You go to
it.
a lot of different.
Yeah, I go to a lot of different cities, city halls, stuff like that. Yeah, public.
I'm curious. Do some places like buildings like this in other cities, do they give you a hard time?
Yeah,
Really?
you wouldn't believe the hard time. I've actually been arrested for filming in a city hall before, in a public place, in a hallway.
Near here? I mean,
Yeah, not near here, in Connecticut. In Connecticut, yeah, it's just there's certain things, and the way I'm acting with you guys right now is the way I act everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer, and I treat people with respect, and they treat me with respect, and
It's a golden rule. Right?
Yeah,
Treat
there's
people like you want to be treated.
yeah, there's really nothing I don't want to escalate. I appreciate the job that you guys do, and I understand when you get a call, you have to come. But at that point, you do your investigation. You see, I'm not a threat. I'm a nice guy, and I'm just, filming in public, exercising my rights that you guys took an oath to, and that's it. And that's what your officers did today. The captain that was here, he said, "Hey, you well within your rights." They didn't give me a hard time about not giving my name. It's not about, it's not like I have warrants. It's just that, I just don't like to give it. That's all. I just don't, it's part of my, my rights not to give my
respect that,
name.
yeah.
That's all. But I'll tell you who I work for. I told them my company name, It's just, I like to try and bridge the gap with, and that's cool that you guys are here and I got to speak with you guys and shake your hand, and I really appreciate that. I've treated her with respect upstairs. I just think that, every time a law enforcement officer comes up to me, my first thing is, hey, can I get your name and badge number, please? Because in case of something happens, I've been in situations where police officers have grabbed my phone and threw it, and, all types of crazy situations. So before that happens, I like to just know who I'm talking to. And
makes sense.
I'm sure it's the policy of the Allentown Police, right, to identify yourself.
Yeah,
Correct?
You have to identify.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Name's Charlie Roca, badge 3.
Yeah, badge
Badge
3.
for many years.
Badge 3, that's interesting. Why is it 3, not 1?
That's just how it was when it was issued. So as officers retire, and when I came on, that was the badge that was available. So that's how it was assigned.
You look very young to be the police chief.
I wish I was very young. I appreciate that.
I mean, I guess it's a compliment, right? Because you look very young too.
Do I look young?
A quick funny story for you that
Yeah.
I think you'd appreciate. I was at a community meeting not too far from here down the street, and I was dressed in I had khakis and a polo shirt on, and I talked to the one person that came in, an old lady that lives in the area, and she shook the hand of the uniformed police sergeant that was next to me, and then she shook my hand, and she goes, "Oh, are you new?" I said, "I wish I was new." And the sergeant goes, "That's the chief of police." She's like, "Really? You look very young." I said, "I appreciate it."
Yeah, so you hear it a lot then.
So I thank you for that, but I guess it's good living. I'm born and raised in Allentown. I don't have any vices of any sort, and we just.
You look great, man. I would never believe you were the police chief.
We kind of do our thing, and that's what it is. An interesting thing, if you want to research, is a TED Talk by the former commissioner of Philadelphia, Ramsey. He mentions in his speech what is the good thing about, like, what is the primary objective of a police officer, right? And he says, well, he answers his own question. He goes, is it to protect and serve? Is it protecting property? He goes, the number one thing is to protect the constitutional rights of all people. And I think if we work from that foundation, we're in a good way there.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm a big, you see me, we the people everywhere.
That's why I commented I like your hat.
Yeah. No, that's my major goal.
The shirt matches too, so it's pretty cool. And you said you work for a company?
Yeah, Long Island Audit Inc.
Okay.
Yeah, Long Island Audit Inc. So yeah, I just like to, see, basically, now that I'm about to leave, the story is that how do our government employees treat us? Because a lot of times people get treated badly and they don't have a camera on them. Or just because I have a camera, are you going to treat me any different? I'm a big believer in transparency and accountability. So, everywhere I go, I'll do records requests, I'll look at the budget. Because think about it, Chief. How many people go upstairs and say, hey, can I see the budget? We go about our busy lives and our busy days, but no one really takes the time to look at the budget of the city, and to see what's going on. What is our tax dollars being spent on? How much are police officers getting paid versus, regular public employees, and just to see how they treat us. And it's all about transparency and accountability, which is our right. We have the right to redress our government and to, hold them accountable. Because if we don't, who else will, And I believe police officers serve a very important purpose. Like you just said, your number one job is to uphold the rights granted to us in the Constitution of the United States. If you do that, you're winning and you're doing your job correctly,
That's it.
And
the other thing I want to add to that, it's a partnership.
For sure.
We don't work in silos. We require the help of our community to
For
do
sure.
that. So I would submit too that, if you have a YouTube or a channel that you put this out on, that, create those good relationships with your local law enforcement.
For sure.
Because we're all human, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying anybody's perfect. I know sometimes people make mistakes, but it's how you talk to somebody, how you interact, and just knowing and understanding, okay, like if you were speeding, you cut through a red light and I pull you over, sir, the reason I stopped you was this reason, and then now you have an understanding, okay, yeah, I messed up,
Yeah.
And then, whatever consequence comes from that, it comes from that, but it's done so respectfully so that you're aware
sure.
and that you understand.
It's accountability. You speed through the light, there's accountability for that, and you have a job to do. But again, I feel like we, as citizens, we need to learn how to, and law enforcement alike, we need to learn how to bridge the gap, and then hold accountability is so key. Because if I've told you, I've had horror stories here, thankfully I don't have one, but, I have horror stories where a police officer have taken my phone, have assaulted me, on camera. If it was me and I'm on camera, I'm going to be on my best behavior no matter what type of person I really am, right? But, they do these things, and then, my major problem, which I think is a huge problem, and I'm fortunate enough to call a lot of, ex-law enforcement, current law enforcement, my friends, and they support what I do. Some people don't, majority of people who interact with my content do. And the one thing I find that's very dangerous is the brotherhood between law enforcement. I've seen it, and it's, in my opinion, you guys don't have the luxury to have that brotherhood. Because as you said, Chief, your main job is to uphold the rights, to uphold the Constitution that you took an oath to. So if you treat the assistant chief any differently than you're treating me, you're violating that. You're violating your oath. You can't, just because he's the assistant chief, he can't get away with things just because he's a law enforcement officer. And that's made my main, just, it seems a little off to me that, I've had officers assault me and then another officer pulls out his handcuffs and says, you're interfering. Like, no, why? I understand that's your sergeant, that's your boss, but, we have to learn how to hold it. And I get it, if you do something wrong, if you call out a police officer, you could face repercussions. You might not, have friends in the force. You might have to, but I think your attitude it shines brightly on the fact and that your officers here, for the most part, reacted in a positive way. I did have one officer who didn't want to identify with me and just said, here's my name. You know what I mean? That's kind of, it feels kind of childish to me.
The
It's
key,
like
the key thing, and I think you hit it on the nail on the head, is communication. I'm going to speak to you the same that I talked to Assistant Chief Lake here, and we're going to have a conversation, and that way you understand where we're coming from, we understand where you're coming from. Obviously, you're here, checking things out. You said that you go through different areas throughout the Northeast to check things out, and I'm happy that we came away kind of like, we saw exactly what you saw, the transparency, it's there. Like,
no, for sure. And people, and more than just me, Chief, more than just me, there's a lot of people out there that are going to appreciate the transparency and just the dialogue that you guys had with me today, and you know how this all went down. There's hundreds of thousands of people out there who watch my videos, and they'll say, hey, wow, that chief did an amazing job, that assistant chief, that captain. And also it's to the contrary, that officer, you know, didn't want to identify herself, or this officer didn't, you know, wanted to escalate the situation. So it's good transparency for the public, and I think that you have shined, you know, a good light on your department here today.
And the thing with that too, I mean, sometimes, you know, like I said before, we're human. Sometimes we make mistakes, you know. Can we always improve? Absolutely, we can always improve. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we're in this world together. So we want to make sure in our country, United States of America, that we're all on the same page. And I think if we had that ability, we might not agree on everything.
Yeah,
but
for
if
sure.
we had that ability to talk about it and kind of come up with, all right, that's your position, this is my position, and we're going to do what's right under the law. Then we're good.
Yeah,
you know, and all that stems, like I said,
the
from
country
before,
itself
from
the country itself, you know, it's really just going into like a tribalism. Like, I'm on this side, you're on this side. If you don't agree with me, you're my enemy. But that shouldn't how it be. As citizens, that's not how we should think. We should band together as citizens, even police officers and everyone, and say, hey, where are my tax dollars going? What is happening here? I don't approve of this. You know, there's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of, you know, like I said, police officers covering for other police officers, and that shouldn't be the case. You know, they shouldn't have to feel that. Do you have a union for your police department?
You do have a union.
You do have a union.
Union, yes.
Yeah. See, and like for me, I think that's kind of dangerous, because it's like now you have police officers who are backing other police officers up no matter what, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So there's police officers that are great, and there's police officers that aren't great, just like because you're human, like you said, Chief.
Well,
you know?
the thing with that, you know, realistically, it's about that communication and transparency. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, as far as unions, you know, these are some topics that maybe we might agree on, might not agree on, that type of thing. I think unions personally are there to protect the worker in any capacity, you know, and it's something that in this area, especially in the northeast part of the United States, is something that I think is positive. But at the end of the day, it's about that. It's about that communication. And I can tell you that, you know, the Allentown Police Department, we pride ourselves with connecting with the community, wherever you're from. And I'm taking it that you're not from Allentown?
No, I'm not from Allentown.
So
I'm just visiting.
regardless that you're a visitor, you know, we have plenty of good things here happening in Allentown. We've got a lot of good development. I encourage you to eat at some of the local restaurants.
I do.
So
I find it very funny when people, when sometimes officers will tell me, hey, you don't pay taxes here. I was like, hey, you should want people like me in your city, because I'm spending money at a hotel. I'm spending money I'm trying your good food here. I'm getting gas here.
We got a hockey arena over here.
See, that's cool.
We have a development happening down here on the waterfront.
Yeah.
That's coming up. So there's a lot of good things. There's a lot of good people in the city that want to do the right thing. We have a car museum down there. On the
Very
waterfront
cool.
over there. So, you know, stop through. Our courthouse is over here.
For sure.
For Lehigh County, and there's a lot of good history here. And
I know where I'm from, that we don't have these historical buildings.
If you didn't know, this is a little tip I'll give you. Down the street a little bit at the church, Zion's Church, Hamilton Street there. It's within walking distance where you're at now. That they hit the Liberty Bell there a long time ago during the Revolutionary War, during the time. And every year they have a little thing for the kids called Pip the Mouse, and he talks about that history and everything. So it's pretty cool to see the young kids kind of being engaged in that manner, you know. So that they understand what our history is, and having developed.
If you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it, right?
That's it.
So we have to learn from our history, and I really appreciate you guys talking to me.
What is your first name again?
My first name's Sean.
Sean.
My first
Very
name's
nice to
Sean.
meet you. I know we had a fist bump.
All right. Well, we already shook hands, but all right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Assistant Chief, thank you.
Enjoy
You have a
your
beautiful
day.
city here. I'm gonna go check out the rest of it. All right.
All right, sounds
Thanks.
good.
Take care, guys. Take care, man. Have a good one, officer. Take care.
Good day.
You too.
Today's audit showed something important. Not every encounter ends in conflict. Some officers respected the Constitution, stayed professional, and handled the situation the right way. But what do you think? Was City Hall wrong for trying to stop filming, or did the police handle it perfectly? Drop your opinion in the comments below. If you support transparency, accountability, and protecting our rights, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an audit. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and remember, rights only stay strong when people exercise them.